Yo, yo, what's up? Hey, you know, this is another last ditch effort to get folks to get on board with this whole survey thing that we're doing. It's all about Cincinnati, greater Cincinnati hip hop history, right? We kind of believe that we can show and prove how the seeds of hip hop were planted right here in this area. And you can believe it, you can fight it, whatever. We gonna prove it, and we looking for some folks to just add to the story. Like, I'm working with some folks, some people behind the scenes, and we have a lot of information, so we can put out the information as we see it. Although, it would be good if we had your participation. What is this about? It's about a book. So we're putting this whole book together again about greater Cincinnati hip hop history. Now, the thing that maybe I'm most excited about right now at this time is that we've extended the deadline. COVID and quarantine and all that has just brought up, some it's strange times, right? It's 2020. So even though we had a deadline, we set that deadline in place with other things that we were doing, so as to be able to fit everything in within the timeline that we set aside or that we set up ahead of time. But again, since COVID, since the new quarantine, the new lockdown, and the new stipulations, at least in Ohio, we thought we would extend this to the end of the year. So, and if you're unable to access the form will be, if you're looking at this on some kind of social media, the form should be attached in some way. There should be some sort of link. Now you might need to log in, but using a free Google account, but that's all it takes. Just logging in, and then you fill out the information. And look, if you just got something to say, just send me an email or something. ButchGibson@ButchGibson.com. But what I want to do is I want to point out some of the things that make this particular time so important and it ties in so well with what we're trying to do, and that's the graphics that we put together. And so, just going over to the Facebook page here, this top graphic that um, has been what that has been my cover photo for the longest, for since we've been doing this survey, is actual images. It's a kind of a collage of images from the Midwestern Regional Black Family Reunion celebration. And so some some characters, some folks you might know right here on the dance floor, which was outside, right in the Black Family Reunion, Midwestern Regional Black Family Reunion celebration. So it is. Oh, and look, we got. Do I have them tagged? I know where's Casa somewhere in there. Oh yeah, Gossip is right there. Gossip's walking by, and it's just amazing how this image just kind of captures, in my opinion, the city of Cincinnati, and even though that's kind of late '80s, early '90s, up to mid '90s, that's just I'm happy to have that as my cover photo and as part of the actual. You know what? Let me do that too. The actual. Oh, can you? If I click on that, I don't know what'll happen. Ah, man. All right. Well, let's see. Go ahead and sign in. Yeah. Don't be looking at my stuff. But no, don't save that. So it's also on top. We put that on top of the survey. So and that, for what it's worth, that's how easy it is to get to the survey. You just have to log in with your Gmail account or your Google account. But back to this image. So that's how easy it is. But back to this image, and then the most recent image that we put out is this right here. How will this show on this video? Look at this. So what happened is I went out on to I make these little graphics or whatever, and I don't know if I go this way, what'll happen if I click on the little arrow. Oh well, yeah, that's Ovations Entertainment right there. It's trying to little support the movement there. So I was kind of making these graphics, and I was just grabbing stuff online and coming up with what I'd say is generic images that don't necessarily represent Cincinnati, but represent hip hop. And I did a few of those to just nothing necessarily specific to this area. But if I go back to that image that's currently my profile picture at the time of this writing, I went out to Adobe. I went out to Adobe allows you to Adobe has a what? Adobe has this option that allows you to create graphics and flyers and stuff for free online. So I went on ahead and I went out there and I was searching for just some generic graphics that represent hip hop, and I searched for rap. I searched for hip hop, and then I searched for rap. And when I searched for rap, I was just blown away that this image showed up. And why am I blown away? It's because this image is from the city of Cincinnati. And that is, I don't know if y'all know this brother, but I will shout him out. It's right here. It's Greg Reese. It's my man Greg Reese right here. This is his son Dawnyell. They call him Dawnyell the Leader. And I don't know, where do y'all know Greg Reese from? Greg Reese is the seventh letter made. He used to rhyme on stage at the Black Phantom Reunion. He's made a few albums. He's the guy behind the sites, the VIP site, videos, images, pictures.com. And so it's so fitting that this picture of Greg Reese and his son was taken by his wife, and it's right over there in Roseline, right on top of the hill. And it is just pleasing to just be able to see that happen, and not necessarily happen, but to see that image as a representation of what we're trying to do, and as a just like almost an iconic image of this whole book, this whole project. So if you get a chance, click on the link. We'd appreciate it. We love you. We miss you. We want to incorporate you in this project so that somewhere along the line somebody might have a coffee table book or have this book on the coffee table, and somebody might be able to take a look at it and say, hey, I know some of them cats that's involved with hip hop, and I know what went on in Cincinnati, Ohio, in the greater Cincinnati, Ohio area. So get in where you fit in. We ask you one more time to log in and complete that survey. If you have trouble, hit me up. Hit me with an email, butchgibson@butchgibson.com, and I'll try to respond. I'm always into something, always doing something, but I'll do my best to get back to you. But do your best. That's what we ask. As this 2020 comes to a close, we asking you to be a part of this incredible project. But thanks for just entertaining this whole video thing and watching and being a part of everything that you have been a part of, because we know you out there and we appreciate you. Peace and blessings until the next time.